Tokozani everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are already a subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. I am here. This is basically my first video, but I know there were people who subscribed before I even uploaded my first video. So the first video is something super chilled, nothing too hectic. So I thought I'd do a get to know me video, just so that we get into the nitty gritty, so that the next couple of videos that I start recording or start uploading, we have been fully acquainted, or we know a bit about each other, or you know a bit about me. So the other day I had asked for everyone to sort of, if they had any questions, to send them through on my questions and answers, and then I would answer the ones that I could answer. So because I'm using my phone and the lighting is terrible, I had to use my phone today because the lighting is just not good. I had to write the questions down because I can't now see them on my phone. So I wrote them down in my super cute book. Let me just go through them and then I'll start answering one at a time. So don't be surprised when I'm saying questions and answers and the next thing I'm here within the book. Okay, so the first one is Togoza Gogo, what did you do before embarking on your spiritual journey? So before embarking on my spiritual journey, I was self-employed, running two businesses, a makeup business called Dream Doll Cosmetics, and then a clothing business but for males, called Urban Kings. So with Urban Kings, I was styling, I was sourcing, and I was also just selling clothes, shoes, and accessories. And then with Dream Doll Cosmetics, I was coming up with makeup lines, formulas, and things like that, and then selling it in the South African market. So that's what I was doing before I became a full-time Gogo. Okay, and then the next one is, when did you know it was time to go epehlweni? I think I knew 100% that it was time to go when I met Ukobela, but I wasn't having dreams of her. I just got a dream to go to church. I went to church, and then when I got there, you know, everything she said made sense, and it's almost like she was with me the whole time. Like, she knew everything that like was happening in my life. And then I left. Obviously I didn't want to rush into going there just because she knew stuff about me. So I left, and then, you know, the following nights for weeks to come, I kept having dreams about myself being there, like at her place. So I was like, you know what, maybe it's time. Like, I know where I need to go. I've been there before for church vibes, but the church is close to where she lives, so I'd been there before. And so I thought to myself, and it was level 1 at the time, like level 1 had just hit. This is after like lockdown, like that hardcore lockdown we had in 2020. So I said to her, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna be able to concentrate if I'm here in December. So I'm gonna December it up, live my best life. I'll come back in January. And I did. So I think that December period, and for most of January, because I went at the end of the month, it was just me sort of, you know, bidding farewell to the things I enjoyed doing, that I wouldn't be doing while epiphany. So that's how I basically knew, and I started having dreams about her like frequently. I think it's gonna rain. That explains the dodgy lighting. How long did it take you to become a fully trained traditional healer epihlweni? So I went to epihlweni 24th of January 2021, and my homecoming was May 1 May. So 24th of Jan to the 1st of May, it's around about 3 months. So it took me 3 months, and I know there were people that they didn't quite understand, but how long you stay is fully determined by your ancestors, and that's how long they wanted me to stay. So that's how long I was there. Sorry guys, I've just come from church, that's why I'm wearing my church things. And if you know these church things, the material iyashwabana, so ningamangali ukuthi hey bana, what's going on. So then the next one says, Thokoza Gogo, is it easy to accept that you have to be a full-time traditional healer? You know what? Because I was doing business, like I was working from home in any case, I just thought to myself, it's just me adding another business. I looked at it in that way, and then I thought to myself, plus I'll be working from home again because Vela was working from home. I didn't think it would be such, like it would be like a major transition. But then when it was actually happening, I started realizing that I don't have as much time as I did, or as much as I thought I would have. Working full-time is like a proper full-time job. So I've had to adjust, like how I do things, when I do things. I have to be strict with when I'm not working, so I have time for myself as well. So it's tricky being a full-time sangoma because you work, like I work all the time. So I need breaks every now and then. But even when I take breaks, I know I'm gonna get a message or something to say, hey, I really need your help, and so yeah, I thought I'd be able to handle it in theory, but really it's just taking it one day at a time. So it's not the easiest thing to accept, but you got to do what you got to do. um and then this one, it says, Gogo, are you in a relationship? Are you married? Dinsang bona, I'm she within. I am within a relationship. Yes, I am married to a lovely human being, my other half. So yeah, I think if you've come to my consultations, you've heard me talking about I just cannot help myself. So yeah, I am married to someone, a male, because I know somebody will ask, is it male or female? A male. Yeah, and we've been together, and so far so good. I know somebody will ask, how did he feel about you being a traditional healer? I think we've known each other for some time, and we knew each other before I was a healer, and then obviously while I was a healer. So it wasn't, I think for him it was, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a change, but it hasn't really, like, I don't know, I think we're just so used to it that we can't imagine life outside of me being a healer. So yeah. Okay, the next one. Thokoza Gogo, how do you navigate rather dating? Because I understand abadala can be temperamental at times. So for me at the time when everything happened, I knew this person, so it wasn't I didn't firstly have to start explaining or listen, and I'm a healer, and therefore, are you a believer? Are you a this? Are you a that? But I think I'll answer the question for somebody, because I think this person is asking because they probably are not dating, and they're not like in a serious relationship, and now they found out that they have a calling. So I think for somebody like that, if you have a calling, you need to, I think, always bring that up first, because the last thing you want to do is vibe with a person, fall for a person, let the person fall for you, and then you mention, or hey, it's just gonna cause trouble. So I think with that, once you put it out there as soon as you can, the person then understands when you say, I cannot see you because this week get faster, or this week get and therefore I have a couple of things that I need to do. The person can also respect that and understand that, okay, cool, there are things that she needs to do spiritually, and I need to respect that and sort of fall back. So if you don't bring it up, you end up lying, no, I can't come, and I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, or sometimes you can't even do your things freely, and that's when you have a problem with your ancestors, when you now sort of put them to the curb because now you're focusing on majolo. But if you brought the whole thing up in the early stages, you wouldn't need to be sort of hiding and tiptoeing around your relationship. So that's where it becomes a problem, when you put Badimbahao on the back burner because now you are within them jewels. That's when it becomes a problem. So if you figure that one out, then it would be less of a problem for you. Okay, I'm going through these pretty fast. How old were you when you found out you had a calling? I found out when I was, how old was I? 28. I found out when I was 28 that I had a calling. So for me, I think I got to pretty much enjoy like a lot that life has to offer before I had to go airplane. So I found out like pretty late. 28 is when I found out. Says how then the next person says, how did you know you had a spiritual calling? With me, I knew I had a spiritual calling when, I had constant dreams, like prophetic dreams. Like I would dream of stuff and they would happen. Um, I would dream of me doing things like praying for people and helping people. And I thought to myself, I've never done this before. I've never even thought of doing this. But at the time, I just thought, nah, you know what? Maybe I was watching TV, and at the time, there were like shows that had like Izangoma and Basibeleti and so I thought maybe I'm just watching a lot of this, but it kept on happening more often. I kept on seeing myself. I kept on hearing now my ancestors speaking to me, and then eventually I had that dream that said go to church, and I went to church, and that's when I met my Kobela. And I think by then I was like, yeah, okay, it's true. So that's when I think I knew for sure 100% that yeah, I actually have a calling. This one says, Toza Gogo, how was the transition of who you were before being Gogo Odirile? Yeah, I think I pretty much remain the same. I'm just like a lot calmer. Like I think before I was like very confrontational. Like if I didn't like something, I'd be like, hey, I don't like this and this and this and this. I think I'm still the same now, but I think my wording is a little bit different and my timing. Yeah, back then I could have used more like better timing. But um I think I took it on as like a new profession, or like a new role in my life or a new role at work. I took it on like that. And obviously, with that, you have to take it one day at a time. There are days where it's so difficult. You feel like, yo, all these balois, they are on my case. There are times when you feel like that. And you need to take it one day at a time. It's not like something that you sort of it happens and then yeah you are sorted when you are done, you've transitioned. It takes time. I think even now I'm still um learning new behavior and unlearning some of my old behavior, so that takes a lot of time. And yeah, some of it felt like growing pains. Some of it it felt like I'm supposed to be doing this when I'm 35, but here I am now having to do this at this point. So it does feel like growing pains, but it is what it is. Some things you can't, some things you can avoid, some things you can't avoid. Toza Gogo, what are you using for your skin? You're always glowing. Today, I don't know why I'm not glowing, because the sunlight is just refusing to come to the party, and that time like the rain's gone, it's shining, so I don't know why I'm looking so dark. But I'm somebody who loves mixing like my own stuff. I have like a black soap mix. So I get black soap, I grate it, and then I put boiling water. Just that's how you make black soap into liquid soap. And then I put boiling water, I let it soak overnight, and I get some of the essential oils that I like. So depending on the kind of skin that you have, if you have like dry skin, you wanna like get essential oils that promote like a healthy moisturized skin. You might want to add like a little bit of shea butter, or some oils like what's nice. Oh, sorry, what's nice? What kind of oils? I don't have dry skin, so I can't even think of. Like maybe not grapeseed oil. Grapeseed oil is like very light. It's also good for dried skin. I can only think of shea butter. Yeah, shea butter or maybe castor oil if you have dry skin. But if you have like oily skin like myself, I like using lemongrass, tea tree oil, lemongrass oil, and then tea tree oil, and then lemon oil as well. Frankincense also, I think I put in my last mix. yeah, so read up about the different essential oils and then see which ones work for what you're trying to do for your skin. So that's what I do. I usually just make it home. um Thokoza Gogo uthwase nini? Answer that one. 24th of Jan 2021 to the 1st of May 2021. Yes. Thokoza Gogo, are you currently dating anyone? Yes, I'm within a marriage. And then this one says, Toza Gogo, should you be with somebody who is also spiritually gifted in order for your gift not to be disturbed? I think if you go around looking for people that are specifically spiritually gifted, like you're like, no, now nabadimu, therefore, you're just gonna like meet the wrong people. So focus on you, what you like, and also see where God and the Spirit leads you, because sometimes you may meet somebody who's not a healer or not supposed to be a healer, but they come from a lineage where they were healers. So for you to look for somebody who's spiritually gifted, chances are you're going to look for somebody that needs to twasa, somebody that has beads. Kanti, you end up being with somebody that is from a lineage where banane badimu or they were healers back then. So don't focus too much on that. Just date and do what you need to do spiritually to keep you going, and that's how life will be easy for you. But looking for somebody unaning badimu, you may find out that you found this person unaning badimu, yes, but their ancestors clash with your ancestors, then you have a problem. So I think just go with the flow, and then later on when things start getting serious, like 9 out of 10 times you'll find out that they either are from a family where they have like healers in the past or currently, or that person actually has like a gift where they're supposed to be a healer. Next one, Toza Gogo, how old are you? I am turning 30 next month, which is June 15th of June. I am turning 30. Okay, Toza Gogo, do you have friends now that utwasile? Yes, I still have the same friends that I had before Ntwaza. Yeah, my friends are pretty like open-minded, and I think they've also just really picked up that I'm still the crazy somebody that they knew before Ntwaza. So yes, I still have friends. My friends, the ones that were available, attended Umkituam. So yeah, I still have friends. Toza Gogo, are you from a family of healers? There's no healer that we know per se that Nkunu Mamang Mamang is practicing, or Nkunu Mamang Mamang used to practice. So I don't know of any family members that practiced, but since I had to Toza, I've found out of so many people that I knew or that my mom knew, that had gifts but ran away from their gifts. So they all sort of ran away, dodge, and then boom, it landed on me. So I don't know of any that where I could say Ngatatis Kwamasaga Gogo, because no, I don't have any of those. And then the last one, what were you doing professionally before you became a full-time healer? I again was an entrepreneur with a makeup line and with a clothing line as well, but for gents. And that's what I did before, but I still do that. But with my makeup, I'm not too keen on doing it anymore. It doesn't serve me the way at the time when I started it, the way it was serving me then. I'm just not aligned with it like that anymore. So with the makeup one, I might just stop. I'm really considering stopping, but with the clothing one, I'm still wanna in it to win it, because I love fashion, and I like dressing people and shopping for people. And I love shopping, so it's just me. That is the end of the video. I didn't want it to be something too long. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you subscribe. I forgot to ask you to subscribe earlier on. I hope you subscribe. Also visit me on my Instagram page. I do lives there. I do questions and answers. So when I'm not on YouTube, I'm actually there. I'm actually on Instagram, so you can chat with me, inbox me. My WhatsApp number's there if you'd like to come through for a consultation or ask questions or get products, because I also have products. I will also leave those links in the description box below. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in my next video, Togozani.